For those of you who don't know, here in Brookhaven, we have this invisible head, which is something everyone wants in the game, especially because it's very rare, and also, this head is just really expensive. But today I want to figure out a way to get the invisible head in Brookhaven completely for free, without paying $1. For that, I called a friend who's going to help me do this, but he said in the chat that I have an invisible head. Guys, I'm looking at his avatar, and really, his head doesn't show up. I said in the chat, remove the hat. I want to see if he really has the invisible head or if he's lying. And he was really lying. He said in the chat, I don't know how to get the invisible head. Well, but I know several ways to get it. And guys, today I also want to test several viral myths from Brookhaven to see if they're true or not. He said in the chat, hey, follow me. Okay guys, I'll follow him because I don't know what he's talking about. But guys, you can see that I have the invisible head, and I'm going to teach you how to get it and also test the myths here. But guys, he's coming up ahead, and now he started running, but he's coming here to the mechanic shop, and I didn't understand why. He said in the chat, look, okay, I see. And guys, he's basically staring at the wall, suddenly, for no reason. But actually, he put a bed down and just went through the wall. He said in the chat, wait, I did it wrong, but now I'm going to go through the wall. Okay guys, I want to see if he can do it. Look, he put the bed exactly in this spot, and he just disappeared. You can see that he's right here, literally in a secret spot in the game. He grabbed the flashlight so I could get in here. Okay, I'm going to go through the wall right here, and now I've just arrived in a totally secret location. You can see that this place is really secret, and there's literally nothing here. Here I can access the secret part of the map, which has a lot of weird stuff. Like this here, there's basically this hand in this area, and also in this part of the map, which is really strange. He said in the chat, let's see what else is here. So let's go. I'm coming up here, because guys, there's a lot of secret stuff here, like this gate. You can see that he's right here. He said in the chat, wait, I'm going to press the button that closes the gate. Okay, go ahead. And guys, he's coming back here. And for those of you who don't know what he's going to do is come right here to press this button. But for that, he's going to have to go back inside, which is going to be very difficult. And he put the bed exactly here, but he just didn't come. You can see he's falling back here, trying to go through the wall, but he can't. Every time he tries to go through the wall, he can't. Perfect, he made it. And now he's coming here running to press the button. I want to see what's going to happen. The gate closed, and he just left here. But guys, can I get a car on the right? I'm going to try to get this motorcycle, and it really works. And the gate came back here and basically hit the motorcycle. Guys, this is really weird because I can fly out of here. He said in the chat, get a truck. Okay guys, I'll do that. I'm going to get a truck to see what happens. Perfect, I got it right here. And now he pressed the button that closed the gate. Okay, I'm getting close to see what happens. It seems like nothing happened. Basically, nothing major happened. But guys, I can take this truck back here, and then it's going to fall, and I almost fell with it. He said in the chat, get a truck again. Okay, I'll get it, but this time, I'm going to get it like this, looking at the wall, because for those of you who don't know, the truck will spawn bugged. Perfect, I got it. And now guys, you can see the bug didn't work, so I'm going to delete the truck and get it again right here. Perfect, I got it. Now, half of the truck is here, and the other half is inside. This is really buggy. You can see that the truck is really weird. But guys, I'm going to drive it, and you can see it's impossible to drive this because it's so buggy. But now, I'm going back here to test other myths from Brookhaven, and also later I want to see how to get an invisible head because I'm sure it's possible. I said in the chat, follow me, because there's something very important I want to do. First, I'm going to have to come up here, and I just grabbed this car. He said in the chat, but there's no space for me. Wait, I already know what I'm going to do. Over here on the right, I'm going to get the props, and then I'm going to grab this sofa and place it right here. Perfect. Now he can come over here to the back of this sofa. He said in the chat, this is weird. What if the cops see this? Look, they won't. It's fine, because there are no cops in the game. But actually, there's a cop here, and now he's chasing me in Roblox. Guys, I have to get out of here before I get arrested because he's following me in Roblox. I need to leave urgently. Guys, I'm going to go to this part. I said in the chat, follow me. Guys, I'm coming here, and I'm going to hide right here. He said in the chat, that's not a very good place to hide. Okay, then show me a good place to hide. Because guys, he's already coming here. But my friend, he's coming up here, and I'm following him. I want to see where he's going. Okay, he's coming here. I don't know exactly where he's going, but I'm following because the cop is coming after us. You can see he just got here, and he's looking for us. But my friend just got here, put down a bed, and went through the wall. Okay, I got here too. And guys, I want to see what's inside. And you can see that this is a totally secret room that you've definitely never seen before. But guys, I also want to test a way to get this invisible head. I'm going to show you as soon as the cop stops following us. He said in the chat, where is he right now? Look, I don't know. I just know that behind you, there's this secret button, but you can't press it. And also we have this thing right here, which is kind of weird. And here it says, stable temperature. Guys, I don't know what this room is for, but the cop is coming up here in front, trying to find us. But guys, he's coming really close to us because we're right here. I said in the chat, remove the bed, because there's a bed right here, and he's going to have to remove it. Okay, now I'm sure the cop won't see us, because he's passing right in front of us, and we're right here, and he didn't see us. Guys, he finally left here. Okay, perfect. We managed to escape the police. He said in the chat, hey, what does this room do? This is a totally secret room. You can see it says here that this is something very important. It's basically the city's energy, meaning if we press this button, the whole city will lose power. But the problem is, you can't press fix it. But guys, I want to test several ways to get the invisible head because there are many ways to get it. Some are very easy and others are a little difficult. He said in the chat, let's go to the avatar store. It's a good place to test this. That's true. Guys, I'm going back here. But first, I climbed this mountain and now I'm going to go down here. But my car flipped over. Guys, I don't know if this is very good because the car flipped over again. It's really hard to control it. But now, I'm coming here to the front, exactly to this door, where, for those of you who don't know, right here, I can change my shirt and put whatever I want, which is very interesting. But the shirts here aren't very good. Actually, they're totally random. And there are many ways to get the invisible head. Guys, you can see that I don't have the invisible head. My head is normal. But now I have to remove these items on the right. And now I'm going to have to put this number on the right, which, for those of you who don't know, by putting this number, I'll get this secret item that makes it look like I have the invisible head. He said in the chat, wait, wear a suit. Guys, that's true. Maybe if I wear a suit here, it will look better. So here on the right, I'm going to get a suit. I'll wear this one. Now I'm going to make my avatar square. And it really looks like I have the invisible head because this hat covers my entire head. But my friend got here. He said in the chat, wow, did you get the invisible head? Look, actually no. I just did a trick to get this invisible head. I said in the chat, it's not just a hat. He said in the chat, that's a lie. That's an invisible head. Actually, it's not. Because guys, if I take this and remove my hat on the right, you can see that my head is still here. I'm sure my friend didn't know this. But guys, I'm going to put this hat back on. And there's another way to get the invisible head, but they're both holding the flashlight. And now this place is really bright. It's very lit up here. But guys, another friend of mine is coming here, and he's also holding a flashlight. My god, it's so bright here. There's so much light here. I said in the chat, stop, turn off the lights, because there's too much light. And they all turned it off. They even turned off the store lights. I said in the chat that it wasn't supposed to turn everything off. Okay, they turned the lights back on, but they all grabbed the flashlight, and he's still laughing at me. Guys, I see that I'm going to have to do the myths this way. Now guys, the second way to get the invisible head, I'm going to click here on the avatar, and I'm going to search for invisible head to see if anything that works shows up. You can see that some invisible heads appeared, but if I use them, nothing shows up, meaning it doesn't work. But guys, they put these lights on. He said in the chat that this idea was his. Guys, I see that I'm going to have to leave here because my friends are acting crazy. I'm coming up here, and it looks like one of my friends is coming up here too. But guys, I'm going to have to get a house, and it's going to be exactly this one because it's a house where I can hide up here. Okay, I'm getting here exactly. I'm going to go up these stairs, and my friend is coming up here too. And guys, I'm coming here to this room to test the next invisible head. Over here on the right, you can see there are several invisible heads, but none of them work. They just don't work the way they're supposed to work. They're all lies. He said in the chat, why is this in the game? Look, maybe so that people buy it and waste their money. I think that's why. But guys, you can see that my friends are trying to figure out where I am, but it looks like this one figured out exactly which house I'm in. And that's not very good because he's coming here exactly where I am. And he got here. I said in the chat, please don't put lights here because if he puts lights, it's going to mess everything up. But guys, this invisible head, for those of you who don't know, costs 30,000 Robux. It's really expensive. But here in the Roblox catalog, there are others that are free. I want to test them to see if they really work because the invisible head costs 30,000 Robux. And these I'm going to test cost 50 Robux, meaning they're much cheaper than the original. Okay, I'm going to buy this one exactly. And now, equipping it, you can see that nothing changed. It's a head that still shows up here, and it didn't become invisible. He said in the chat, so you lost your Robux. Yes, basically, I lost. But guys, what is this? My friend put a bunch of lights. He's putting a lot of them here for no reason. He said in the chat, test another item. Maybe it'll work. So I'm going to test another item. There must be one that works. Okay, I just bought this one exactly. And resizing my avatar, you can see that my head is almost invisible. Now I have a tiny head, but I'm sure there's a way to hide this. He's laughing in the chat and said, this is so funny. Really, this is really weird because I have a tiny head, and it doesn't make sense. But guys, I'm looking at my house, and my house is full of lights. There's so much light inside, which apparently my friend put there. And he's just here in front. But guys, I'm going to get back at him, and I'm going to put a lot of light inside his house. He said in the chat, how are you going to hide that head? So, to hide this head, I'm going to need a small item. Okay guys, I just finished my avatar, and it really looks like I have an invisible head because you can't see my head. But guys, I'm coming here to my friend's house to get back at him because he went and destroyed my house by putting a bunch of lights here. So guys, I'm going to pretend like I'm leaving. I'm going to pretend I'm going out exactly here in the back. But in reality, I'm going to go to his house without him noticing. I'm going to have to go through the wall exactly here. Now, I'm going to put a lot of lights here. I'll put as many as I can. Okay, I just put a lot of lights. But now I'm going to grab another one on the right. Exactly this one, because it messes things up much more. It's much bigger, and it also changes colors. Now guys, I'm going to place a lot of items here, exactly like this. And you can see that he entered here and is seeing what happened. Now guys, I'm going to have to run out of here to avoid problems. But guys, you can see that his house is completely destroyed. His house also looks really weird. He even had to change houses. But I want to see another way to get an invisible head, because this one isn't very good. Guys, I'm going to have to buy exactly this head. My avatar looks exactly like this. All of this spent only 85 Robux, but you can see that the head is still showing here because the head looks like this. So here on the right, I'm going to have to find a hair that matches the head. Okay, I'm using exactly this, and you can see that it really looks like I have an invisible head. But instead of spending 30,000 Robux, I only spent 85. So much so that my friend is coming here. He said in the chat, wow, that really looks real. And how much did you spend? I said in the chat, 85 Robux. He said in the chat, that's impossible. It's so cheap. Yes, but I only spent 85 to get this invisible head. And if you want to add me here on Roblox, just click the member button, and I'll add you here on Roblox.